how do I directly see all this? First thing I have to recognize, do I, number one, in my direct seeing, do I recognize that the moment there is the body arising, there is an immediate sense of separateness? Are you aware of this in your direct seeing? Now, when I spoke about the body, do you recognize suddenly the body came back? Yeah. Do you recognize you have a feeling that you're inside the border of the skin? And Ekta and the rest of the Advaitins, your room, your computer, everything is outside the border of the skin. Do you recognize? It's very subtle. The sense of separateness is very subtle. It does not come up in loud words. It's only a feeling. Abhas. There's just an abhas of an inside and an outside. That inside and outside gives rise to two things. I am an individual and I am separate from you. Because of the sense of separateness, the other or the world is seen as outside. There is an instant duality. When this body arising disappears, do you notice duality also disappears? Do you notice that feeling of being an individual entity also disappears? And separateness from the other also disappears. You only create a story in retrospect, putting all these asmita arisings together. You create a story that I am this person and I'm continuously this person. And this person has this story, was born here, these are the parents, this is the family, this is the way life has gone, blah, 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 blah. You have a long story, continuous story. But there is no body which is continuous. There is no individual that is continuous. And above everything, the sense of separateness is not continuous. Do I see this? Not just now. It's very easy to see it in a knowledge session. Moment to moment to moment to moment to moment. During the day, at work, at home, with friends. Am I able to see this? Let's see, suddenly there is individuality and separateness, and that wave also disappears. Suddenly there is individuality and separateness, and suddenly that wave disappears. Am I able to see it? You'll never be able to see it from the person's eyes, huh? Only when you take the correct stand of the nothingness, the observation field devoid of an observer, then there is the clear seeing. What separateness? It is one field. One field. I just created a story. Yeah, so this is the body arising. Then sense organs have their own function. For example, right now, the ear arising is coming up again and again. Yeah, you recognize that I am hearing Ekta, especially when she's talking about me hearing her. Yeah, you have the sense of the ear arising come up. And along with that, the idea of I am hearing sound. Yeah, so you've created a long story. There is a hearer, there is the process of hearing, and there is the sound that is heard. Yes. You've also created more. There are objects that make sound. And this object makes this kind of sound, and this object makes that kind of sound. You've completely forgotten, in the enchantment of this ear wave, you have completely forgotten that the same scenario of hearing also happens in the dream, but there is no body, no ear there. So that recognition in the moment when you think you are listening to knowledge, that recognition, no, I am not listening. There is no I, the hearer. There is no sound. There is no Ekta, in fact. Can I recognize simply one wave of sound and then another wave of sound and maybe another wave of sight of Ekta, and then I connected this sight with the sound wave and I create a story that there she is and I'm seeing her and hearing her at the same time. And of course, there is your wave of I am here. All these waves I have connected. Can I recognize moment to moment as just one wave arising and dissolving? Again, the next arising and dissolving. Again, the next arising and dissolving. That is how the sense organs are fooling me. Are you there yet? Do you see it? And are you able to see it moment to moment to moment to moment? Are you making that effort of not slipping at that last loose rock at the top of the cliff? What is that? Oh, I reacted. No, I didn't react. That reaction also is the first reaction coming out of the embedded impression formed by the past habit pattern. Past habit pattern of reaction was embedded. That came up there, the first wave of reaction by the person. Oh no, it's still not me. I am still at a distance. That's how I know the person reacted. But then what is my problem? The moment I see the person reacts, what do? I say, no, I reacted. Now, because I reacted, now I have to justify my reaction. So then I continue. Now I have jumped in. Is this recognition there or not yet? Please evaluate.